What will be a journey of more than 500,000 miles to the moon and back starts right here at Launch Complex 39 Bravo.
Well, it is go time for Artemis One. This morning, we found many tweets anticipating this historic launch happening in just a few days from now. Here's one from spaceflight photographer John Krause from back when that rocket started to make its slow crawl to the launch pad. Now, this is the first in a series of complex missions that will eventually bring the first woman and the first person of color to the moon. To tell us much more about this, Dr. Sarah Noble joining us now live from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. She's a program scientist at NASA, part of the Artemis One Project. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So, Dr. Noble, this is our first launch to the moon in over 50 years. How does the Artemis One program differ from the Apollo program of the past?
Yeah, so the Apollo program was a great opportunity to learn about the moon, and we learned so much from the rocks and samples that we took in that era. But now with Artemis, we are actually going to an entirely new part of the moon. We're going to go and explore the south pole of the moon, and we're going to go to stay this time. We're going to build a sustainable future on the moon.
And why is the fact that this long trip to the moon is really critical to future missions?
Yeah, so the Artemis One is an uncrewed test launch. We're going to test out the rocket and the capsule that we're going to use to send the humans back in. So this one is just shaking out all of the quirks and making sure that we're ready for the Artemis 2, where we'll actually send humans back into orbit.
And when you say, the largest rocket, we're talking, I think I read somewhere 8 million some odd pounds or something like that, the largest rocket ever made. Talk about this mission, Dr. Noble, because it will eventually lead to the first woman stepping on the moon. So as a woman yourself in STEM, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's a big deal. It is, it's been a long time coming. It's 50 years overdue, but we're going to get there eventually. And so it's really exciting. I've been working with the astronauts, and we're starting to train them up, and it's a really great atmosphere. It's a really a real big step forward, I think, for all of us.
We also saw some tweets showing the little satellites, the CubeSats as they call it, that will be on this Artemis One mission. And that's going to be gathering so much information. I mean, where is this really taking us when it comes to space exploration?
Yeah, this is the dawn of a new era of lunar exploration. So we've got a number of CubeSats. Some of them are testing technology. Some of them are doing science. There's a whole array. And this is just the first step, right? So we've got Artemis 1 going uncrewed. Artemis 2 will be crewed, and then Artemis 3 we're gonna get boots back on the moon.
So exciting. Last question, Dr. Noble. Launch day Monday, 70% weather favorability. So fingers crossed, but normally NASA can delay launch by like a day or so, but not with this because it all has to do with the position of the moon.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of opportunities. We've got one on Monday. We've got a 2-hour window. If we can't make it in that window, then our next opportunity is on September 2nd and then September 5th. And then if we don't make any of those, we'll have to wait another month so that the moon's in the right place again.
So much science behind that because the shadow of the moon might give that spacecraft a power loss, so to speak, when it orbits. So really exciting stuff. Dr. Noble, so proud to have you behind the Artemis One project. Certainly historic, I'm sure, for you as well.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for joining us today live from Kennedy Space Center. We'll be watching on Monday morning.